Hello everybody. So I have not actually, let's see, I really need to get the hookups for my cars. I'm like literally holding this and talking to you guys, and I don't know if this is the best use of a YouTube video, but here we go. I'm gonna share how to use these planners, and a lot of people keep asking me, how do you actually use these things? I've been selling them like crazy. It's been a lot of fun. These were really just what do you call it, like my little baby, like something that I was using to have tremendous success in network marketing. I really just kind of put it together for myself, and my team was loving it, so I started giving it to them. Anyways, it just kind of blew up, and it's been so fun that other people are using what I kind of created for myself. And I guess that's how life works, right? We do something that we like and we share it. So with that being said, I keep getting people to ask me, you know, like, how do I use this planner? What's it all about? And so I kind of wanted to go through it for just a minute, and if this doesn't work out, I might have to redo it. So we'll just see. This is how we roll, right? Just got out of basketball and a hot sweaty mess, and who cares? So this is what it looks like. This is our planner. It says I'm the secret sauce, because you are. Nobody does you better than you. And anybody, I truly believe anybody can be successful in this industry. It just takes some time and work and these income producing activities that are listed here in this planner. So just to quickly go through it, the first part of our planner is literally just sharing my message, my mission statement. And you know what? If you guys don't mind, let me just take a second to read this, because I think it's pretty powerful. And it came straight from my heart, but it says, we will find those that are lost, hopeless, and living without purpose and drive. And how many people does that pertain to, right? A lot of people. We will find them and fill them with love, strength, and hope, and help them fulfill the mission that is unique to them. So I truly believe that each one of us is born with a specific purpose and mission, and we're supposed to do lots and lots and lots of things in this life. Like, we're not supposed to just do one thing, we're supposed to do lots of things. But like our incredible mentor John Maxwell says, we do them one at a time, right? And so everybody has different personalities, everybody works differently, moves differently. Like, life is just very, very different for every single person, and not two people think alike. We are all different, intimately, uniquely, very, very, very different. And so this planner is really about helping everybody do the most important things on a daily basis, which creates consistency, which creates habits and results. And so you know, there's a bunch of quotes in here that I love. They're from incredible friends of mine, teammates, mentors, and just friends and family. And I hope you guys enjoy just the little things. Everything that was put in here has a purpose, so I hope that it helps you and serves you. As you go through this planner, one of the first things you're going to see is there's a page that asks, what are your high energy activities? And the purpose of this is too many people get started. I gotta, like, my arm's getting tired here. That's gonna block the camera. See, you guys? Anyway, too many people in this industry, they try to copy other people, which is a good thing in some ways. You want to mimic the activities of successful people. I totally do that. I follow people, I copy their actions, but at the same time, you have to do you. Like, you have to make it your own. You have to run with your own personality and energy. And so you need to stay in the areas of your life that are high energy areas. Like, what are the things that just like get you happy, really get you moving, get you thinking, get you creative, that get you drive? Like, what are the activities that you love the most? Because those activities are called high energy, and they will actually add energy to your life, right? And so instead of, you know, doing the things that are low energy that kind of suck your energy away, and when you're done with them you just feel totally like, ugh, that was so hard, it was so much work, like you just feel tired, those are low energy. You want to put enough high energy activities throughout your day that you're constantly getting re-inspired, you're happy, you're moving, and then do the low energy things that you have to do, but do them in little segments, like quick, short, like get it done, get in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, right? So that's what I do, and because of that, I'm able to get a lot of stuff done in a day because I focus on high energy. I'm not trying to do the things that I hate doing all day long just because somebody else does them, right? What I do is I try to find people that are good at the low energy activities and they like them, and I work with them. So I find people that compliment me, and those people actually end up helping me and serving me, because I can do the things that they're not good at or they don't like to do, and they can do the things that I don't like to do. Does this make sense, guys? This is where that whole quote of teamwork makes the dream work. This is where this comes into play, because it's so important. So I want you guys to write down, use this page to kind of work out what are your low activities, what are your low energy activities, and what are your high energy activities. And I want you to write them down and become very clear. Recognize what they are. I mean, is it doing laundry? Is that low or high? It could be high. For my husband, it's actually high. He gets happy after doing laundry. I hate doing laundry, so he does that chore, right? So just figure out your highs and your lows, and then find people that compliment you, because teamwork truly does make the dream work, okay? And then there is a question that asks, what is your low energy worth? Like, what is your time worth? Okay, so if you don't know somebody that is a close partner that can kind of fill in your low energy stuff, then hire somebody if it's worth it to you, right? I hire somebody to clean my bathrooms, to clean my floors, to do basic housework, because I would rather pay her to do it than me do it, right? Because my time is worth more than that, right? I would rather spend that time playing with my kids or getting things done or getting more work done, right? So I would rather pay her to do that, okay? So what is it for you? Maybe you hate grocery shopping. I am sure you could find somebody that you could pay to actually do your grocery shopping for you, okay? So that's just a thought. The next page is my baby. This is where I get the most happy. Like this next page, let me show you a picture of it real fast. And again, guys, I might have to redo this video later when I have a really good camera and more time. But this is your 5 elephants. This is your circle of 5 elephants. And for those of you that have heard my lessons on this, you just simply know these are the 5 people that will protect you, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, your life work, your family. They'll protect you to their core. They will not let anything happen to you. And no matter how much you fail, they will keep believing in you and keep supporting you. These are the 5 people that will help you do the things that you know you're supposed to be doing even when life gets tough. All right? These people they could be people that you know really, really well. They could be people that you've never met before, but for some reason, listening to their podcasts or going to their events or just whatever, like they inspire you and you're trying to be like them. And when you think of them, they make you stronger, okay? So these are 5 people. Guys, this is a very simple activity, but this is my most important activity. I have to have 5 people in my life that believe in me. I have to at all times, and I update this list all the time. Depending on what my goals are and where I'm going, I might have to edit this list, but this is so important. Too many people are trying to do incredible things all on their own without anybody supporting them. I mean, how many people live in a home where they're not being supported by their spouse? Right? That's a hard question. All right, it's a hard statement for me to talk, to make, but it's just true. And so many people are failing because they don't have any support. And here's the deal, guys. Nobody can create success except for you. You are the secret sauce. Like, if you want to do anything incredible in life, you have to do it, right? It depends. It's all down to you, right? But with that being said, you still need people that love you, believe in you, and will inspire you. That is so important. They can't do the work for you, but they believe in you and your ability to do it. And I hope this makes sense, guys, because we can't confuse the two. Too many people say, oh, well, I can't do this because I don't have anybody helping me, or I can't do this because I don't have a good mentor, and they have all these excuses, right? I was able to create an incredible income and get incredible results through my company, our products, and everything else, but I did it, right? I had nobody to blame, and I had nobody to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I had to do it. I had to do it. But I had people around me that loved me and believed in me. And that's all it took, was love and belief. All right? Okay, so let's move on. The end of this planner is really super basic stuff, very, very simple. I do have a page that is talking about creating your story. And this part is really, really important just because you have to be able to verbally tell people where you've been and where you're going, right? I truly believe this to my very, very core. If we talk about the different commodities in the world, right? The different things people are seeking after. If you go back to like forever ago, like the very beginning, it was like food, right? Food was the biggest commodity. Then maybe it was lumber. Then maybe it was metal or ore, right? Then maybe gas, right? There's different things. We're obviously in a technology like driven world right now. Like technology has been the big commodity for what, like 10 years now? But I truly believe we're already in this new shift, and most people just don't know it or haven't recognized it. But we are in an era now that the hottest commodity, the most important commodity, is wisdom. And I want you to just wrap your minds around that, because wisdom is something that everybody has. Everybody has experienced something in their life, and because of that experience, they're wise in one area or another, or many, right? Because of what you've been through, you can then tell other people what to do or how to get through it, or what the experience is like, right? They're going to rely on your wisdom. And so anyway, I truly believe that the new commodity of this world is wisdom, okay? And so this page is really about helping you develop your story. Where you've been, what you've been through, what you've experienced, what you've learned from it, how you've grown, right? And then how you're going to use that to bless the world. Like, where are you going with that? Why did you experience that? Because it's hard to talk about when we're talking about things that are traumatic, but I really, really, really believe 100% that everything that we go through can be used for our good. And I've been through a whole lot. And I promise you that what I've been through has helped me become who I am, and it's also helping me go somewhere, right? It's helping me to go in a place that maybe I wouldn't have gone without that experience, as hard as it was at the time, okay? And I've been through some hard stuff, so I can say this from experience, okay? So this is this is a very simple activity, but can be used very powerfully if you can share in the correct way where you've been, what you've experienced, and where you're going, and how you can help somebody, how you can help the person right in front of you because of your experience. All right, that's called wisdom, and it's worth more than anything else in this world. It's worth more than anything. All right, okay, all right. The next page, for those of you that need some help with social media, obviously here I am on YouTube Live, like doing this thing. Social media is the biggest thing right now. I mean, because of all the different sites, it's not just Facebook, because of LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram and every Snapchat, and there's so many outlets for social media, YouTube. People need a little bit of help with how to kind of create their story, how to share themselves, how to be a good network marketer, how to not just brand yourself, because there's too much hype around branding, right? You are who you are, and you just need to like post your life, right? You just need to post who you are and post your life, and that's really it. All right, we don't need to like stress about branding. That will happen organically with time, okay? But this page that I have here looks like this. It's for social media, and it's just tips. This is not like your Bible. You don't have to do this. This is just a help for those that need a little bit of extra help on how to do social media and what kind of post to put up. This is how I do social media authentically, and staying true to myself, and sharing without turning people off, without scaring people away, without coming off as salesy, because I'm not here to be a saleswoman. I'm not scared of selling. That's not a fear of mine. But I want to do it in a way that feels good and feels true to me. Anyway, it inspires and helps people. That's my whole thing, right? And so this is just an idea of what to do, because social media is really important, and I post every single day, okay? All right, the next section is just called prospecting. And this is just a simple way to track your prospects, because you're going to meet a lot of people. I really love what a friend of mine said just last month. Michael Klaus, as he was training on prospecting, he talked about how everybody is just a suspect until you know what their problems are. All right, and so I share that simply because you're gonna meet a lot of people. Hopefully, if you're doing this right, you're meeting a lot of people, you're making a ton of friends, and that is the whole point, is to meet people and make friends and develop relationships and serve them, no matter what that looks like. You don't get to determine that, they get to determine that, but you get to serve them, they go in my book when they're a prospect, and that means that they have shared a problem with me that I know I can help them with. And I don't know what that is. It could be anything, and it could be completely outside of my business, right? But somehow we're gonna tie that in, okay? And so once another problem, then I put them in here, and then I just get to help. This book will just kind of help me track how I'm helping them, how I'm serving them. It'll help me track our relationship as that develops and becomes better. Okay? All right, and there are a bunch of guidelines for prospecting. The next section is one of my favorite parts. This is called Painting Your Vision. And this is where we get to start dreaming again, because so many of us have stopped dreaming. You know, we went from dreaming all the time as kids and even teenagers to somewhere in the 20s we like to stop. And I don't know what happened at that time period. I don't know if it's just the realization of bills and life, or if it's more than that. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of studying that right now. I really want to understand that better. But most people stop dreaming in their 20s, or even earlier, depending on life, right? And so this is just to kind of help you dream again. It's to help you like think about your ideal life and what you really want from this life. Because if you're not seeking everything that you want, you're not doing it right. We are supposed to be living a beautiful life, sucking the marrow out of life, loving every single day, even through the hard times. We have to love life. And so this is just to help you kind of really draw out what you look like on top of that mountain, living the ideal life. And then inside the mountain, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Inside the mountain, you're actually gonna fill in the mountain with the things that are holding you back, your weaknesses, the things that you need to develop, the things that maybe you don't know that you know are your struggles, right? Your weaknesses. And so you're gonna fill that in. You're also gonna put things that are skills that you want to develop and learn. So this is not a negative mountain. This is just being realistic. This is just being honest and true to who you are and recognizing your flaws and weaknesses, because we can overcome them, right? We can overcome them. In fact, I guarantee you, if you do this right, you can make your weaknesses your biggest strengths. I guarantee you that that's a possibility, because that's what we're supposed to do, okay? And so filling in this mountain is not about being in a negative place, it's about being in an honest place. And it's about drawing attention to it so that you know what you can work on, because we're gonna use this mountain to develop our weaknesses into strengths and to get the skills that we know we need in order to climb the mountain and get to the top, okay? That's the whole point. All right, this page also is going to help you with determining why you're doing what you're doing. Whatever company you're in, whatever you've decided to do, this is about developing why. Like why? Like what's the whole point? What do you want to get out of this? And why does that matter? Right? So if it's being famous, a public speaker, if it's you know, earning multiple six figures a year, if it's hitting millionaire or writing a book or whatever it is that you want to do, why does that matter? And how will that affect your life? How will it affect you? How will it affect your loved ones? What will life look at because you've been able to do that, right? And why does that bring you satisfaction and joy? Okay, all right, so that why is super, super important. And then the next part is your inclusive why, and that's about figuring out what are you inviting people to do with you, right? Why would they want to join you? What are you all about? What do you want them to be a part of? Because I have a goal for my family and myself and our future, my grandkids, my great-grandkids. Like, I have this vision of what I want for me and my family, but I also have a vision of what I am developing with this beautiful team that is now global, right? There is something that I want to achieve with them, and they're linking arms with me, and I'm inviting them to join me, right? I'm not inviting them to like use the products that pay my bills. I'm inviting them to join me in this beautiful journey, because gosh, we're just this giant family. I love my team so much. I know my team, I know who they are. I know what their whys are, what their goals are, right? But I'm so grateful that they've joined me in my vision as well, okay? So that's really, really important, guys. The next part, and we're getting to the end here, the next part is just the new associate checklist. And it's simply a way of tracking. This is really important, guys. This is a way of taking care of the people that are signing up with you, the people that are linking arms with you, the ones that are joining that vision, right? It's just a way of you being able to track what you've done with them, what you've shared with them, what you've taught them, what you've invited them to, right? And where they're at, because you need to meet their needs. This is about them, all right? This is about them. Okay, so it's about helping them and making sure you're being the best coach you can possibly be. And what's so important about this is this creates that idea of duplication, right? Because we're all doing the same thing. We're all doing the same thing, and we're all putting everything through the same thing. We're on different journeys, we're on different levels, we all have different skill sets, but we can follow a very, very simple system that everybody can do, right? And that is where true success lies, is that idea of duplication, right? Having a system that works and that creates results. So I'm so grateful for the system that my company has given me, and that's basically what this is. I haven't changed anything. This is not reinventing the wheel. We've already seen incredible success, so why mess with it, okay? This is just our way of actually tracking it, okay? The rest of this, and I'm gonna go really quickly, the rest of this, guys, is just, there is a monthly calendar. There are some health goals, some health things to like post on there, your weight in inches and your energy. You're gonna write down some goals for your physical life, for your spiritual life, for your business, right? So it is a way of tracking. It's a way of tracking your income producing activities, making sure that you're actually in the game. You know, an incredible trainer, Todd Falcone, talks about that. He just, you know, he gives you the numbers, and then the idea is if you're not hitting certain numbers at the end of each day or the end of each week or each month, you're not in the game. To be serious about this, to be serious about success and really truly making an impact in the world, you have to be in the game. And that means doing income producing activities consistently every single day. And that is kind of the point of this, to set your goals. To set your goals so that you can hold yourself accountable, because you are the CEO of your business. You are, all right? Nobody else is gonna do that for you. You're the boss, all right? So you gotta track yourself, all right? There is a calendar, just a basic calendar, guys. What I do love about this is there's no dates on here. Yes, that means you have to fill in the dates. But the reason why that works is because I don't like wasted space. I hate buying a planner that are 3 months in, I've just wasted 3 months of paper. So when you get this planner, you get to start immediately and you get a full year out of it, okay? All right, make sure that you use this calendar to track your business. I don't put my personal life in here unless I've just got to block something huge out. All right, in my monthly calendar, it's just about meetings, events, things that are really, really important that I do not want to miss, or I don't want my team to miss. This is so important. So many people think about their own lives, but they forget to track where their team lives and to tell them about events. This is super, super important, okay? Because we're growing a team here. All right, the next part, guys, you can't get more basic than this. This is a Monday through Sunday calendar, 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. Now, I just got a phone call from a teammate this morning, and I was literally in tears, crying, like laughing. She had me laughing so hard because she asked me if I had a PM version of this, because she wakes up at around 10 a.m. and she goes to bed around 2 a.m. Now, this is made for a professional network marketer, and most professional marketers get up early, right? That's where exercise happens. That's where personal development happens. That's where I listen to my podcast and I do all my meditating and I pray and I read my scriptures and I do a lot of stuff before my kids get out of bed. All right, so that way I can take them to school and I can just go. I can just get to work the second I get home from school. I'm at work, right? And then I have my time blocked. Now this is so important, guys. It's so important that I actually have a little insert. Every planner comes with 12 inserts because there's 12 months. The back of the insert is all about time blocking, how to block time. This is super important for network marketers. A really, really good friend of mine who I love and respect so much in this industry, she's absolutely phenomenal. Her name is Susan Sly. She talks a lot about time blocking, and she works in 90-minute increments, and I have adopted that method and it works for me really, really well. And so I time block. I work for 90 minutes in a row. I take short breaks to get stuff done, to go into my high energy, to have fun, to live life, do whatever, and then I go back into my 90 minutes. Okay, and that works really, really, really well for me. You're gonna have to figure your thing out, your rhythm, what works for you, but it is important that you have a rhythm, that you have a schedule, that you have a plan. That is what is important, because to be a CEO of your own business, you better have a plan, and you better treat this like a professional would treat this, okay? Otherwise, you gotta fire yourself, right? You gotta fire yourself if you're not treating this like a profession. Okay, I know that I would fire myself if I wasn't doing this for real. Okay, so I'm for real, and I'm talking about time blocking. Okay, guys, huge skill to learn. Okay, and to all you yellows out there, if you know who I'm talking to, the partiers, the freebirds, the Pocahontases, the Moanas, right? You're speaking my language. That is who I am. This is the deal. Time blocking and creating a schedule actually creates more freedom. All right, because if you're like me, and if you're like how I used to be, running around in all different directions, being crazy, no schedule, no plan, no calendar, right? I was playing, and I was loving life, but at the same time, in the back of my head, I was always guilty, always stressed out, because I knew I wasn't doing what I had to get done, and I was missing stuff, and I don't like feeling like a flake. I don't like being late to things, and so I had to change that in me. I'm not late anymore, guys. All right, that is not who I am. We're all able to change ourselves, okay? And time blocking was about changing myself and being a professional, okay? Having a calendar actually sets me free, because I get my stuff done, and then when I'm playing, I have no stress, no worries, no, oops, I forgot that. I have true freedom because I'm doing it right, okay? And that's what I want you guys to do, is do this right. You can do this, all right? On the back of this, so there's your time blocking. On the back of this, and guys, this is basically a bookmark. I keep this in whatever week that I'm at in my time blocking. I keep this as a bookmark, okay? But basically what this does is it tracks Monday through Sunday throughout the month, your IPAs, your connections, your appointments you've set, your presentations, your follow-ups, celebrating your team successes. Don't forget this. It's so important to celebrate everybody. And then your personal development, your training, right, for you and your teams. So you track that every day. And if you look at this at the end of the week and at the end of the month, you should have a certain number, depending on your goal that you set in the month. You should have a number on each single day. And if you do, and if you're hitting your goals, then what? You know that you're in the game and you're doing it right. If you see a bunch of blanks, it's just a reality check, right? You're not doing something you're supposed to be doing, and you just got to take that reality check, and don't carry guilt with that. Just take it as a reality check, and then make adjustments and change. Okay, all right. That is really the rest of the book, guys. Is just that planner. I mean, it's just every month, and then your time blocks with some inserts for taking notes, being creative with some quotes, and then at the very, very end of the planner, I put my story. So I hope you guys enjoy that. It's simply my personal story of my husband and I, our family, and how we came across our company, which we partnered with and have loved. And this is our home, never changing, never going anywhere. But this is my story, and it's my success, and it's just my desire for you guys that you create your own story, that you find your own success, that you learn from my mistakes, and you're gonna make your own, but that you learn from my mistakes, and that you start right now to treat this like a professional would treat this, right? We have made so much money in our company. We are so blessed. The very least we can do is pay respect to this incredible industry and to in particular, our company, and treat this with respect and gratitude. And that means being a professional, okay? I love you guys. I truly believe, like I said, that anybody can be successful. You got to look at, there's obviously things to look at, you know, being with the right company, having the right products, being spiritually aligned with your company, making sure that they have the same values as you, making sure that the company is being led by a solid executive team, that the owners have your same values, they have a vision that you can align yourself with. These are all very, very, very important factors when choosing your company. And that is the one reason why this is my home forever, because I am aligned and I am in love with our company, and it is why I came into the industry network marketing, because of this company. But it's just, you have to have those things regardless of what you decide to do and choose to do. You have to have those things. Make sure you look at that first and foremost, and every single box has to be checked, guys. You can't compromise even one of them, because it will not work if even one of those boxes is left unchecked. It's so, so important. Product, owners, executive team, compensation plan, the economy and how that fits in with your company, right? Values, those, and the vision, like those are all things that have to be checked off. If one of them is not checked off, it won't work. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. It won't work long term. And that's what I'm all about. I'm about long term creating a legacy that's never gonna go away. All right. So those are my values. Then after you've checked off all those boxes, treat it like a professional, right? And that you don't have to do it like I do. This is my way. You don't have to do my way. Oh, we're back. I'm gonna close out here. So once you've checked off all those boxes, guys, find your way. It doesn't have to be my planner. Like I said, this was never a way for me to make money. I haven't made any money. I'm not gonna make any money off these planners. This is just my baby. And so for those of you that have bought it, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for trusting my process. And really, it's just a system that has already worked for thousands of other people, just put into one book. But anyway, for those of you that are sketchy, so I'm gonna have to watch back later. And like I said, I'm gonna have to redo this. That is the way it goes sometimes. But now I'm off to get my hair done. Love you guys. Why was it so good the whole